Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing today? What I wanted to share with you today is a strategy I used to help reprogram my negative beliefs and mindset in order to produce positive results. Now, I'm not saying this is an instant fix. Like with everything, when you're used to having, to be honest, my thought patterns and my internal thoughts for majority of my life were not the nicest. So like with everything, like if you have an addiction, you're going to relapse. You're going to go back to that way of thinking. But with consistency, with time, slowly you're going to start making progress, which is now why my mind is such a beautiful place. So trust me, it can be done. And what I just want to talk to you about is, rather than the end result, which we often focus on, I want to talk to you about the process. So first of all, I was introduced to affirmations and I would listen to them. But I would notice that my critical, sometimes not very kind mind would straight away come back at me with a response like, for instance, if I was focusing on financial abundance, and I'd say, I am rich, I attract money easily. And I noticed that my mind would be like, no, you don't. which in itself is really funny, because actually, as much as what we give out, we attract, there is a process to everything. And sometimes when you're right at the start of your journey, you aren't seeing evidence of what you're wanting to attract. So when I think about it now, it does actually make me laugh a little bit. But the way I overcome this is that our brain is designed to want to find evidence, to collect evidence of what we are trying to introduce or believe in our lives. So for example, instead of saying, I am rich, I attract money easily, switch it and use why. Okay? So, why am I so rich? Why do I attract money easily? So instead of our brain coming at us with an instant result of why we don't, it has to work that little bit harder, and it has to think, what areas in your life actually show that you are rich, that you attract money easily? And it will start to find evidence without you even thinking about it, because our brain wants to be rewarded for coming up with a solution. It's solution focused. So if we're going to give it why questions, it's going to want to find evidence. It's going to want to produce results. So, for example, instead of I am so loved, why am I so loved? Well, you're so loved because you have beautiful friends, you have beautiful connections, and it will find evidence of all the reasons why. So if you notice, because this is why it's really important to be conscious and present, if you notice that at the start a strategy isn't the best for you and you're not getting the results you want because you don't want to accumulate more negative reasons why, just switch it. And instead of saying I am, because you might not be at that current moment, just say why. And just notice that in you saying why, you will hear the word because our mind wants to find the reasons why. It wants to find the solutions. And again, I'm not saying that affirmations or what we call them are lofty questions, which are the reasons why, will work for you. You might need a different strategy. But just try it. Because if we don't try and investigate, how will we know what the right fit will be for us? So yeah, today, instead of maybe using a strategy that you're not quite ready for because you haven't quite changed your thought patterns, just with a little switch of wording, change it and see what happens. Have a lovely day. Bye.